Okay, guys. So last night, September 16th, Diddy was taken into custody in New York. He was taken into federal custody in New York. Now, reports state that he was taken into custody inside of his hotel lobby. That I have not confirmed, like the actual location of where he was taken into custody, but I have confirmed that he was taken into custody. Now, I reached out to Diddy's team, but I also reached out to the feds. So the Southern District of New York is who is handling this case and this indictment. In the statement that they issued, they said earlier this evening, federal agents arrested Sean Combs based on a sealed indictment filed by the Southern District of New York. We expect to move to unseal the indictment this morning, and we'll have more to say at that time. Now, in addition, so this statement kind of painted a little bit of a picture. Like, it, number one, it confirmed that he had been arrested, not just because you can say taken into custody, and the normal person will have a question like, does that mean he was arrested? Is he just being taken in because they have some questions? Like, what's happening? So the fact that they confirmed he was arrested means that they are going to move forward with something.
He probably turned himself in. That's why you didn't see no pictures of him doing that
No,
perp walk.
they're saying they didn't.
Yeah,
They didn't?
so I'm on my way to that. So they use the term arrested, which is that elevates it all the way. And then there were reports that came out that Diddy had been in New York for this past week because he was supposed to arrange to turn himself in. That, according to reports, was supposed to happen Tuesday. So that was supposed to actually happen today. But there are reports that something happened. Law enforcement actually told TMZ that something happened that made them expedite and come a day sooner. So I don't know what that something was. I've been asking that question for a very long time, but I was told that basically there'll be more information this morning once everything was unsealed. I did reach out to Diddy's team, and his attorney sent me a statement. He said, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who has spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring his children, and working to uplift the Black community. He is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Please reserve your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the facts of an innocent man with nothing to hide. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court." Now, this statement told me a lot. First of all, the fact that they started with "we are disappointed," that said to me that there was some sort of conversation over these last weeks, 2 weeks, however long, between Diddy's legal team and the prosecutor's office, and whatever that arrangement was, right? Because if you think back to like even Harvey Weinstein turned himself in, and we had known in the news what day he was turning himself in. So this statement from Diddy's attorney leads me to believe that whatever that agreement was, it wasn't honored. But again, there are reports that Diddy was supposed to be allowed to turn himself in on Tuesday, but the feds moved in early.
Yeah, if he got arrested in a hotel lobby, I feel like there'd be pictures and video. And
yeah, I mean, I haven't confirmed the hotel lobby thing, but there are no photos, there are no videos, but those reports are out there. But to back up those reports, there is a confirmed police source that told TMZ that they did actually move in early. Now, another thing that was telling in this statement to me was the fact that they're painting this like character picture of him. It's like Diddy, who is the loving father, this man in the Black community, all that stuff. And if you think about the last week or two, we've seen Diddy out in New York. We didn't know why he was here, but we've seen him out in New York. What did we see him doing? He's smiling. He's taking photos with fans. He's throwing up the L for love. I know, I think it was yesterday or the day before, he was out at Melba's with the whole family. They're standing outside doing family photos. So to me, if I'm looking at this, I'm like, if you're someone who knows that this is coming, this all goes to you when you want to keep up the character. You want people to see you in this light, and his attorney is doubling down on that. But I think them asking for people to reserve judgment is because, of course, Diddy's taken into custody by the feds. After everything that has happened, you instantly jump to assume, oh, he did it. He's guilty.
Well, let's be clear. People cast judgment after people saw that video.
100%.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
100%.
You can't tell people to reserve judgment after they didn't seen a video like that. They're
sure.
going to judge.
Well, I seen something. They said they have over 10 witnesses, and they're going to be unsealing this thing this morning. So
yes,
we saw a video also too. But in the indictment that they're unsealing, what are they saying is in it? I read something in the New York Times yesterday.
So there, I don't have specific details yet because it's not unsealed. But what it's going to uncover is more information in relation to sex trafficking and what was it? It's sex trafficking and what's the second one?
Racketeering.
Racketeering.
Yeah.
Now, I like anytime you hear RICO, whether it's a drug case, it's something related to trafficking or whatever. It's normally law enforcement is trying to say that there's a big community or conglomerate of organized crime of some sort. So when you say racketeering,
that is the R in RICO.
Yes, basically what that is yelling is that they are trying to put Diddy in this position of all of this illegal criminal activity. He has been the driving force and the commander and director of it, is what I think that we're going to hear. But what's going to be really telling once this information is unsealed, and I'm hoping I can get this before we're done the show. If not, we'll have it up on Brown Girl Grinding, and then we'll bring it back here the following morning. But the evidence, we should soon get a look into what they found when they ran into these houses, the people that they've been talking to. It's been reports that Cassie has been cooperating with the federal case. And all of this is over a matter of 7 or 8 months.
Right.
The first accusation from Cassie was November 16th. We're now in September. Since then, he stepped away from Revolt as chairman.
When did they do the raids of the houses? What
the
month
raids
was
of
that?
the houses. So on March 26th, they ran into the Miami home, and on March 28th, they ran into the LA home. In April, the reports came out that Cassie was working with this federal case, whatever this case may be. In May 19th, Diddy came out and apologized. May 29th, there were reports of the federal grand jury being convened, which means they got these people together to look at whatever it is that they thought they found to see if they had enough to bring charges. August, there was another accuser who came out, the girl that was talking about that he allegedly did whatever to her when she flew out to his all-white party. And then September, Dawn Richards, the $100 million lawsuit. And I don't know who of these people or what is actually being considered, but that's a lot in these last couple months. So we'll stay locked to kind of see what's coming up.
Yeah, racketeering and sex trafficking. If he gets racketeering and sex trafficking for freak-offs, it will be others involved.
Yes.
Like if you ever ran a train with Diddy, you're probably going to jail.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying, that that's possibly on those cameras, because he had cameras in the crib. So people are thinking that maybe there'll be other people involved.
If you ever been butt
cameras.
naked, if you ever been butt naked anywhere with Diddy, or half butt naked with Diddy, and there was some women around or some men around that he told you were part of the party, you're probably going to jail.
Half butt naked is insane. All right.
If you possibly on any of those tapes, like Envy just said,
moving.
that they seized from that house,
that's right,
you're probably going to jail when they start throwing that word racketeering around.
But we'll see what happens.
Hell, if you walked in a room and saw Diddy in there smashing Carl Winslow, allegedly.
What?
If Diddy flew Carl out, you might be going to jail.
Can we okay.
Why you gonna throw Carl out there like that?
We going
Carl.
We'll be back with more, guys.
I'm just saying that racketeering ain't no joke.
For Carl. Pack it up for Carl.
All right. When we come back, we got front page news, and then EVE will be joining us. Eve will be in the building, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.